Let us turn to Hawaii now, where the number of people killed by wildfires on the island of Maui has now risen to 80.
It's the U.S. state's deadliest ever natural disaster. What you're seeing now is drone footage from the all but destroyed town of Lahaina. As you can see, structures are completely leveled, trees stripped, and the devastation is reaching all the way to the shoreline. Hawaii's Attorney General has begun a probe into too early to accurately assess the full extent and impact of this disaster. Buildings burned to the ground have not yet been searched. The fires that claimed them and the lives of those inside may be contained, but they're still burning. Thousands have been left homeless by the ferocious flames fanned by winds from an offshore hurricane. Thank you very much. Yeah, they flock to shelters seeking food and water. The need for assistance is great, but so too are the challenges to meeting it. The only land route to those most in need has been blocked. There's road access to Lahaina was of the authorities, and whether adequate plans had been in place to meet the ever-increasing threat of fire. This can happen again, and so we need to have as many takeaways and lessons learned from this, because it absolutely must not happen again. This was absolutely tragic. Now they're focused on the immediate task at hand. There's going on over there. As we turned the corner around the mountain from the airport, you could see the smoke rising from the city, from the former city, and as we got a little closer there was a small bit of hope, because there was some southeast condos at a place called Pumana that were still intact, where 80–85% of the place is down to the ground. There was a pit in your stomach knowing that this is just the tip of the spear. Losing buildings, losing property, the way that the winds were blowing 70 miles an hour that night. We got word later that the fire was moving at 40 miles an hour. That's about 60 feet a second, or about 20 meters a second. So it was absolutely just heartbreaking to see that as we were passing by the marina, you could see there were still boats on fire. If you want a quick wonder of what the destruction could be, wooden slips that the dogs were gone. So we're talking things that were floating on water, that it was so hot that those lit on fire. As we passed through, flying by the entire length of Lahaina, Front Street is up by